Hello everybody, Dave here, and as you can tell, someone's nicked all my hair. But anyway, someone here then. Okay, I'm on for the next session of Dave Gets Wood, and today is an odd one really because it's my birthday today. But to me, it's kind of like any ordinary day. If I was working today, I would have booked the day off. Though, admittedly, I always did do that, but I wouldn't. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a sniffle. I never really do anything for my birthday. I'm not that fussed. As long as I have a Chinese, I'll be all right. So I thought I'd still come over to the folks today, because it'll mean I get to see them. Although they're not here at the minute. But also I can still carry on with what I'm doing. So today, I'm just trying to work out which way round I'm going to do things, because today I want to try and get the test piece of wood polished, or half of it polished, so I can practice my polishing. The thing is, I'm looking at the piece of wood and I'm thinking, I don't know if it's got enough clear coat on it. But I've decided, you know what, I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to go for it, because if it doesn't work on that, then I would probably not be able to polish the rest of the stuff, not by machine anyway. So that's one thing that I want to do today, and I'm hoping to try and show me doing that. And another thing to try and get done today is the next clear coat on the drawers. Now they are looking pretty good. They've cured up not quite nicely. They're feeling quite smooth, but I am going to have to... I mean, the fact that they're feeling as smooth as they are, I would say is partly down to the sponges that I was using, in having a good application of the varnish, or at least I hope that's the case. I'm still going to give them a light sanding though, before putting the next coat on, so I'm just sort of working out which way round I'm going to do things. Been looking again for drawer handles, still not happy with what I'm finding out there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep searching. I must admit, it's pissing me off. It is pissing me off that I can't find what I want. So yeah, well, I say it's an odd one today. I mean, it's even odd outside. It's lovely and sunny, and in the sun it's quite warm. But in the shade, fucking freezing. I mean, in here it's 12 degrees today, so it's a degree warmer than last week. In here. So yeah, so that's what my plans are. I know at some point my brother's going to be popping up with his daughter Holly. But yeah, so today could be an interesting day, because I mean, I definitely think I'm going to do the buffing first, because I'm interested. I want to know whether I need to be applying more clear coats, or whether I can polish that nicely. So there's quite a few questions to be answered there. I've never used an orbital sander. I've never used an orbital sander to polish wood. So yeah, could be quite a few things to learn today. Now, one of the things I'm going to have to be careful of is I'm basically going to want to clamp it down, but I don't want to damage the half of it that I'm not polishing today. So I'm going to have to find something, perhaps another piece of wood to just put on top, so that I can clamp it down firmly without damaging the wood. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to crack on with first, after I've sort of got myself going, and I think it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. And like I say, I'm hoping to actually record me doing that, so that hopefully together we can see whether it goes from sort of a dull shine to a glass finish, because that's what I'm hoping to achieve, is to be able to get that glass-like finish. Now I am going to have to give it a light sanding and then a little wipe over, but that's not too much of a problem. That'll only take me a couple of minutes to do, and I'm going to need to move the drawers out of the way and then get my orbital sander set up, so that's what I'm going to do now. Oh, fucking chop me head off. That's a bit better. Might not be able to hear them too well, and if someone walks in, you'll probably see them before I do. Right, okay, so I'm set up. Got my orbital sander with my blue polishing pad on. I found out I can't actually put the white faux lamb's wool onto here. Well, I can put it onto that, but I can't get it onto, then attach onto this. Got my piece of wood clamped down. I'm ready to give this a try. I've given this a light sanding. I'm buggered already, and I ain't even fucking started. Now I have just turned this on to see what it's like. I mean, from the videos that I've seen, it says for polishing, run it at a low setting, although at really low, it is really low. It doesn't move much. Let's see. Yeah, so it doesn't move a lot compared to and that's not full. But I'm gonna start off with it on low, and I am going to try and apply a very light pressure. The only thing is, for me, from this angle, it's not very easy to see the shine on the wood. But hopefully I might be able to see it on the camera. Right. I need to stop waffling and crack on. Fucking hell, I've just seen. It's got a fucking smiley face on it. Hello, I'm Mr. JCB. Okay, now. Right, there's only one way to find out how this is going to go, and that is to start. Now, I am just literally trying to not even let the machine apply any pressure. Really, it's picking up on something there. It's catching. I'm gonna let the machine's weight now take it. I need to try and keep it nice and level. Now I know I haven't done that much, but I just want to check the temperature. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so it's not getting too hot. Oh, you know what? I can definitely feel the difference. Definitely feel the difference. Now, annoyingly, the piece of wood is slightly arced. So the middle's getting a lot of buffing. I'm just going to turn the speed up a tiny bit. I am literally only just letting the machine put its weight down. Let's see. I can definitely feel a difference. That's actually feeling, it's feeling a little rough on the edges. I don't know if that's, it needs sanding a bit better there. I must admit, this is hurting my arms. Probably it doesn't help that I'm sitting down. I'm going to turn the speed down again. Trying to see if I can, if there's anywhere I can sort of keep a close eye on a level of shine or a change of shine. How's that mutating? I can see, I don't know if I've sanded that off the edge or whether I've buffed that off the edge. Right. If you can't see, basically on the top here on this edge, it almost looks like it's gone through the stain, which could be from the polish, from this. But if it was, I'd have expected it to have done it on all of it. You know what, interesting, I think its speed does need to go up a bit, because I'm sure I can see little ridges, which could be from the oscillation. It's definitely getting nice and smooth. I'm just going to try, so was it the white one? The white buffs as well. The blue is for a high quality finish. That's a good point. Well, I had taken it off here once. Let's see how we get on with this one. It really is difficult for me to tell from this side how much effect this is having. The thing is, I've no idea whether it should take quite a while to polish it, or or not. I know it shouldn't need pressure. Interesting. I'm pretty sure me just going that way just gone through the polish a bit there. But that's why I'm doing this, to learn. Oh, that's weird. Its weight moves. Let's try going with less pressure on if I can. So I'm just sort of holding the machine up a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm going through the varnish there. I mean, it's lovely and smooth. Can you see a difference? Now I'm just seeing sort of lighter bits of wood coming through, which is why I'm thinking that I've gone through the varnish. The outsides definitely feel different to the inner part. Let's keep going, I think. Sometimes when you're so close to something like this, it's very difficult to notice changes. And what I can say is I can see a nice reflection of the sander in the orbital pad. It'll be interesting to see what it's like in comparison to the half that's clamped down at the moment. Again, a very nice reflection of it. You might not be able to see that. I know it might look like it's just shadow, but from my side I can see it is reflection, not shadow. Well, at the moment it's very difficult for me from this side to see a difference. So we're doing this for what, about 10 minutes. I don't know if you can see a difference or not, but I am now going to just quickly take a look. And hopefully I haven't damaged the wood by clamping another piece of wood onto it. But if I have, then I'd have done even worse. No, that's fine. I'd have done even worse had I just put the clamp straight on. Well, can I see any difference? Well, other than a bit of dust at the moment, no. It's definitely feeling a little different, but looks wise, I don't think I'm seeing much of a difference. Oh, what do you think? Try and get no light on it. I'm not seeing a big difference. Right, let me. No. Okay, so I'm not seeing much of a difference at the minute. I guess I just have to keep going. Right, interesting situation at the moment. I've taken this off and I've given it another light sanding because I mentioned that on the sides was feeling a bit different. It was feeling rough. So I've decided to give it another go over with a sander, light sander. And I've come up against a bit of an issue really. I've sanded most of it and I am going to continue trying to polish this, but I'm at a point where I think I may have either polished through or sanded through the clear varnish on the edges, but it's also possible, well, right, take this into account in a sec. Using a damp cloth to wipe off the sanding dust, this area here is a little reddish. Now the only way that that could get reddish is if it's picking reddish up off here. The only way it should be picking reddish up off here is if I've sanded the stain. But because that's also reddish already, it could have been picking it up, or like the wood could have been contaminated by this and then the cloth. So it has made me think it might be worth me getting some new ones of these that are just for my polishing points, because I don't know if this is contaminating the wood. But what I am going to do is I am going to keep polishing this because I want one of three things to happen. One, burn through the polish, obviously, so that I can go, okay, yeah, I've definitely gone through it. Or to end up with a really perfect finish, as what I was hoping for. Or three, I don't burn through, but it doesn't get any better. So one of those three things I'm looking for. So I guess we'll just have to carry on. I'm also thinking putting the speed up a little bit. See if that helps. Obviously this is very new to me, so I don't know yet what is a good speed, and annoyingly the dial doesn't have like, this hasn't got any numbers on it or anything, so I know that this revs from like 7,000 to 14,000 RPM. So the slowest it's 7,000, but once I start turning it up, I don't know what it's at until I get to 14,000. Good old fashioned way of doing it, I suppose. See how many moves it takes to get to the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 2.5 would be halfway. 1, 2.5. So that'd be halfway. But I don't want halfway. So 7. So that's about 11,000 RPM. But I'm wanting about 9,000. I'm thinking 1.5. Okay, let's see how we get on. I think that's definitely going faster. I think I may have been applying too much pressure because it wasn't spinning the pad much. I'm struggling moving it around. There's a ladybird wing there. Still can't tell if I'm noticing any kind of difference. I can feel a difference. I'm struggling because I'm trying to not put too much pressure on. So I noticed when I sort of let the machine take the weight, it wasn't really moving the pad much. But I think I'm gonna give it a try of leaving it on its own weight. That's not really moving the pad, or at least doesn't look like it is. You know, because I'm new to an orbital sander, I don't know if that's normal, but it's definitely not spinning much. I mean, it's odd. For a better finish, you'd want it spinning. confused there. Right, I'm going to turn the speed back down and see how it behaves on the slower speed. See, now under its own weight actually at the slower speed it is still spinning. It's actually spinning better than it was at a slightly higher speed. But considering that I've been at this for what, 25 minutes? I don't think I'm seeing the difference I was expecting to see. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it is possible that I've gone through, if I've gone through the varnish onto the stain, that ain't going to polish up. Not like the clear varnish would. I'm unsure about this at the moment. I mean, it's possible it just needs to need many more clear coats. I mean, I'm not getting any colour on the white pad. Slightly different technique. It's gonna hurt my back a bit, this, but see, that is not helping it shine. I'm almost certain I've gone through the clear varnish. No, I could be wrong. Interestingly, this area here, where I said I think I've gone through, I have, because it's got worse and worse. I'm pretty certain that this isn't working properly. Well, not that it's not working properly. It's not achieving what I was expecting to achieve, but that's why I'm testing this. There's definitely no colour on there. The thing is, it's gone from feeling wonderfully smooth to it's not bumpy. It's kind of like it's almost sticky. I'm going to keep going. Need to learn. The more I do this, the more I am thinking that I have gone through the clear coat. But I am just going to try the blue again. Oh. I mean, it's possible that the white one was just the wrong one to use, but I think from what I'm seeing, instead of increasing shine and reflection, from what I'm seeing, I'm just making the stain on the wood lighter and lighter, and not in a sort of pretty polished way. I'm quite certain that I'm making this worse, not better. Yeah, it's definitely lighter. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but here all of this area is lighter than that area, and it's not a polished, like I say, it's not a polished lighter. It's more like gone through layers of stain lighter. Well, so far from what I've been doing there, I have seen no benefit, only a downside. So that means more than likely I have been too forceful, or there's not enough clear coats on there, and instead of polishing up and buffing up the clear coats, it's basically gone through them. I mean, I'd be surprised if it had gone through them, but at the same time, I could understand it. Now, these are meant to be used by hand, but I put them on the orbital sander anyway. I'm just going to do this by hand and see if there's any kind of difference, whether it's going to change the shine. I mean, I must admit, the middle bit here feels so lovely and smooth. And on the outer edges, I mean, it's smooth, but it does feel like it's got rougher. It does feel like it's been taken off layers rather than buffing up. So it's possible I've just too much weight put down on it. So you see, one of the reasons for doing this test piece is to try and learn these things. I mean, I'm just going on my own experience here, which isn't a lot, but it's just sort of the visual effect that I can see is telling me that I've removed stain. Now obviously this half has not been buffed in any way, shape or form, but I'm not seeing a difference. I mean, are you seeing a difference? I'm really not. And it could just be my eyes. But I'm now in two minds as to whether I sort of try buffing this end by hand. So, I mean, by doing it by hand, there's no way of burning through the layers. I mean, it almost feels and looks like it's doing absolutely nothing. Right. Yeah, see, I don't think it looks better than before I started. I think it looks worse. Well, I'm going to hand polish part. I'm only going to go sort of here, see if I can notice a difference. Obviously this has had no mechanical buffering on it at all, and I do know that it can take quite a while buffing. That's why I got the machine. But after what, half an hour, and it just looking worse and worse, begs the question whether I'm either A, doing it wrong, or B, it's the wrong material, or C, I've just gone through everything. I mean, it's possible that I could keep going with that and it would come back to a better life, I don't know. I suppose there'd be one way to find out, and that would be to keep buffing it. The thing is, I'm getting to the point now I'm going to have to stop recording, so I'm going to run out of space on my phone. actually looks like it's giving it a bit of a better shine. Okay, it doesn't feel, the end I've buffed does feel better than that there and than that there. So it is possible that I would just have to keep going on that. Well, I'm going to stop the recording and I'll do some stuff off camera and work out what I'm going to do. But I don't know, I'm not seeing much of a difference. Anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, so a little frustrating that. So visually it is near impossible to tell which side I have buffed. Feel wise though, it's easy to tell, you really can tell. One side is so much smoother than the other. It just feels different, feels very nice. But not quite the finish I was after. Now, it is getting a bit colder in here, and my brother and his wife and daughter have just turned up and given me a gift, and my mum and dad are back now, so I was going to do more today, but I'm not feeling disheartened or down. I'm a little disappointed that this hasn't turned into a glass finish, but I think that's simply down to would need a lot more layers. But if I wanted to buff it for the for the feel, then could be done. At the moment though, I would be concerned about buffing the whole unit. Now, something I might try next time is applying a little bit of polish on this and seeing if that really brings it up. But I'm not sure. Now, that said, I was planning on doing more with the drawers today, but I just haven't got the motivation in me today. And it's cold and I'm running out of space on my phone for recording anything. So it'll be interesting for me to watch the video back to see if I can see any differences on the video, because obviously the piece of wood wouldn't have moved. But yeah, a little disappointing. I mean, one thing I could perhaps try doing, be a bit pointless really. I was going to say I could try putting more clear coats on this, but then there isn't really much point, because I think the top has had 5, but I'm thinking it'd probably need 3 times the amount to really get the glass finish, and I am not applying any more coats of varnish to the unit. And looking at the drawers, they're looking very good, but they're yet to pop, and I don't think one more coat will do it. I think they're going to need 2 to pop. They haven't quite got sort of the clean sheen like this has got at the moment. So yeah, they're going to need it. I must admit, it is nice stroking this piece of wood. It's quite relaxing because it is ever so smooth. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, you can tell I'm not really quite with it. As for the orbital sander, actually I will just quickly mention, for anyone that watches my videos, if you like apple pie, buy these. They got them in Co-op at the minute. Fucking amazing. £1 a pack. Fucking lovely. I love them. Okay, as for the orbital sander, obviously haven't used it for sanding yet. Was interested in using it for the buffing. I don't think I was quite using it right. Really, I needed to be standing up, two-handing it, making sure I'm not putting too much weight on it. But I think for sanding my tables, for sanding the table, it should make life a lot easier. I must admit, I'm kind of tempted to try sanding something, but I haven't really got anything at the moment that I need to sand, and I'm not just going to do it and get messy for the fun of it. But I am looking forward to trying that on the sanding. But with the buffing, I mean, to be honest, with how fragile the layers might be, I think, to be honest, it might just be better going with a little bit of hand buffing. And to be honest, what I might do for the little bit of time that I'm going to be here, I might just try buffing up by hand the other half of the piece of wood and seeing how that goes, because it shouldn't take anything off by hand. The only thing is, it would take considerably longer to get a really good finish. But I mean, obviously as well, I haven't applied any polish, which obviously probably would be a good idea, but at the same time, you having buffed the varnish, and with how smooth that is, it doesn't really need polish to initially. It'll be interesting to, I wonder if we've got any wood polish here. I might just have a quick look, see if we've got any wood polish, and if we have, I might apply it to the side I've already done, just to see if it makes a difference. Anyway, there might be an update shortly. There also might not be. Anyway, see you in a bit.